Hello and welcome to another video here at the Sea Friendly Reef channel. If you do not know me, my name is Tobias Nayer and I film the most beautiful reef tanks here in Europe. Another year is gone and I want to take a look back at the last 12 months together with you guys. And yes, for all of us it was a crazy year. Doesn't matter if you're living in the US, in Europe, in Australia, in Asia. So we have to take care of each other and we cannot pass any border we want to. So also for me it was difficult to film the tanks I wanted to film. So at first I started my own project, my little nano project. My goal with that project was to limit the fear of the reefer hobby. So I wanted you to see that reefing isn't that hard to start with. I just bought a little nano tank from eBay and we scaped it and had a great time, and a video with more than 300,000 views. So I hope I helped a lot of you with that. Then I started something which was also new for me, because I take some video shots from other people for showing them to you. For example, the beautiful algae tank from Tiger Boy. Then we made a trip to Germany's largest coral breeder, Jürgen Wendel, and took a look behind his massive showroom with that awesome aquarium in the middle. And yes guys, we saw 10,000 heads of the golden torch. Crazy experience. Because the channel is now 2 years old, we have the opportunity to bring you some updates of reef tanks you also have seen in the year before. And the first drop-off tank on that channel arrived this year. So we visited Peter and his massive drop-off tank, custom made. Then Mr. Swim Shady died. That was my lionfish. Sad experience, but yeah, that's normal in this hobby. I don't know if I have to tell you more about that, but we are dealing with living animals, and of course it is always possible that one animal can die. In 2021 I was focused on the lagoon style, so we saw a lot of great tanks in this frag tank lagoon styles. I fall in love with Gorgonians. I built my own tank, so I put a lot of them into my own project. And yes, we started to visit some zoos. For example, the Naturkundemuseum in Karlsruhe. We visited the German Sea Life, and we take a look behind the zoo in Rostock. My personal animal for 2021 are the cuttlefish. Cuttlefish? For a German it is so hard to speak English, believe me. Cuttlefish. So the flamboyant cuttlefish from Toby are the most fascinating animal I've ever seen before. We visited my sponsor Coralaxy, also a coral breeder here in Germany, completely focused in breedings. And in my opinion, this is also the future in the reefer hobby. Then my German channel Natrop started. I know this is not interesting for every one of you, because I can understand that if someone speaks a language I cannot understand. Also, when I've got the subtitles, it is not that easy to follow the content, but there we also had a great time together. I know some of you are also on that channel, so thank you very much for your support there. But here on the Sea Friendly Reef, I take care of that you see the reef tanks we are visiting at first. Important, guys. Important! We visited the Senckenberg Museum, the fake reef tank. So a reef tank with no living animals in it. And a very important fact about that tank, they killed no animals for this. So yes, the corals are real, so these are no fake SPS in that, but the corals are from other museums together from the Senckenberg Museum. I had another great Netherlands tour together with Wesley and Tanne and Guido to check out their reef tanks. We had some awesome animals in there, and we've seen a lot of crazy reef tanks here in Germany. I am so thankful to have the opportunity to see all these things and show them to you, because for me, also after 2 years, this is not normal to visit private people in secret places also. You made all that. Thank you very much. We have a great community here. Together we can take so much inspiration, and I think it is also in 2022 very important to think about the future of our hobby. How can we get more breedings in the coral topic? For example, what we can do with fish with white coral, something like that. I think this is going to be a huge topic in the next year. I've got some great plans with you together, and yes, I'm overwhelmed by the power of this community. I want to check out what we did this year. About 4 million views and 180,000 hours watch time. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great start into the new year and see you next week.